Welcome to episode 30 of Let's Play Civilization 3, Play the World. As you remember, we're facing war from the Celts and from the Chinese. So, basically, we're stuck fighting a two-front war. The Chinese are inferior to us, however, they are fairly strong for their size, so they can't be underestimated. On the other hand, the Celts are really tough. They have infantry, a unit which we're quite a ways away from having. They have cavalry, and they seem to be a very productive civilization. Even the fact that we have allies on either side of them also fighting them, I don't think that's going to be quite enough. So, I have the ability to upgrade my pikemen on the border to musketmen. That's, quite frankly, at this point, not that much better. Because after all, it's only 4 hit points versus 3, when the cavalry have an attack of 6, as do the infantry for that matter. Well, I debate whether I want to get rid of that guy, but I do. And the good thing about right now is that I no longer have to worry about enemy horsemen from the Chinese, because I pillaged their source of forces. And unless I see someone else on that square, a worker building it up, then I don't have to worry. As you can see right there, that's the last square that I have to settle in, the big gap that the Japanese left inexplicably. And it's too bad all that was skipped, but my city right there got captured by the Chinese. They managed to send in enough longbowmen that they captured it right from me. As you remember, that was the first city I took from the Japanese. But whether it was Japanese first or mine first, it still wounds the pride, you know? So I talked to the Koreans. I see there's still 1 turn left on my alliance with the Germans. Against the Germans, I should say. But I'm able to skip a couple turns to get to nationalism by selling them dyes. And of course, the Koreans have been such a good ally. Why wouldn't I want to help them at this point? So I decided to retake the city, and it's gonna get all skippy as hell in here right now, but I do manage to retake the city with all the cavalry that had been upgraded war elephants, which were the leftover troops of my attempt to take the last Japanese city, which, as you know, was successful. So I'm outgunned and outnumbered at the border with the Celts. I'm just going to have to hang on the best I can against them. So, move those guys into the city. Decide I want to get rid of those longbowmen. They might be able to pick off 1 cavalry or 2, but they won't be able to get them all, so... And also that city of Hangzhou right there is a very likely target of an attack in the near future. If I could take that city, that would certainly... Well, it wouldn't be a great help to me, but it'd be a small help, I would say. So with everyone but that little rifleman killed, I can afford to send all these guys to the city. And now, I decide it's time to clear out some of the riffraff hanging around this city here. And, I really hate when it gets skippy like that, but I do... Oh, something does happen here. I have created a leader, which is what happens sometimes when you attack with an elite unit. You get a leader, and he can do 2 things. He can speed up production, which is great if you're building a wonder, or he can create an army, which is probably what I'm going to attempt to do in this case. And what an army is, it's basically a stack of 3 units that all attack together, thereby drastically increasing your chances of success. And once you win a battle with the army, it unlocks 2 new what they call small wonders. A small wonder is something which can be built by every civilization, but only one can be built per civilization. And I'll get to those if and when I'm able to build them. So I go on the offensive against one of the riflemen because I'm tired of sitting around waiting for them to kill me. And things have gotten all freezy here, which is annoying the crap out of me, but what happened there was the other side took its turn. It tried to attack me like usual, and the Celts have built universal suffrage, which is a good wonder because it prevents war weariness. For my last city, and decide that this is the place to cut the video, so I'll see you again in episode 31.